Hey everybody, John Granato from the bench. Mornings on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5, and that's AJ Hoffman. He's on the Blitz. That's afternoons, ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. If you have not hit subscribe, please do so that you get all of our content here on SportsMap HOU. Hey AJ, this week it was reported that the Texans had intentions of drafting Kellen Mond. Kellen Mond's agent said the Texans called and said that they were going to draft him. And yet Mark Berman reported Davis Mills' sister said, They called us and said before Kyle Trask was even drafted that they were going to draft Davis Mills. If Kellen Mond doesn't go 66 and is still there for the Texans pick at 67, who do you think they take?
It's tough. Most people had Kellen Mond as a higher rated prospect. But Davis Mills, a lot of people thought was maybe the more NFL-ready guy. It's hard for me to say. I'm surprised that they were looking at either one of these guys still. The fact that they were looking at whichever one fell to them is still just mind-boggling to me. But, yeah, I don't have a good feel for who it would have been. It's hard for me to imagine the Texans would lie about something to a player. I mean, I can't imagine they would do that. But it sounds like they just wanted to make sure that, whoever they ended up with was comfortable with their situation.
Well, and I don't think it might have. Here's the deal: is it was a quarterback or bust. That's all. I mean, because they told Davis Mills before Kyle Trask was picked at 64. They told Davis Mills he was going to be the guy. They told Kellen Mond before he was picked at 66 that they were going to pick him. So it wasn't a panic move. It wasn't, and I do buy it. I believe Mark Berman. I guess I believe I believe Davis Mills' sister, and I believe Kellen Mond's dad. I believe both of them said this actually happened. I think it was a CYA. Cover your ass. Okay, if he's not there, we told Davis Mills he's going to be the guy. We told Kellen Mond he's going to be the guy. If one of them's sitting there, but I question why the hell did it have to be a quarterback? Why?
They were married to that idea for some odd reason. And again, I guess knowing that you were probably not going to have Deshaun this year, but you have a one-year Band-Aid already in Tyrod Taylor. That was already in place. And obviously, whoever you pick next year in the draft has a better chance. If whoever you take in the first round next year, with what's likely to be a top 5 pick, let's face it, has a better chance of being a long-term solution than any of those guys who got taken in the third round. So it is very confusing to me. I was confused on draft day. I'm even more confused to hear this now that it was going to be a quarterback the whole time. It's not. You think maybe the cornerback that they wanted got snapped up right before they took, but no, they'd made the decision. Yeah. We're taking a QB.
And we won't find out now because Kellen Mond is behind Kirk Cousins, so we're not going to know anything about him this year. We might not, which is the dumbest thing ever, know anything about Davis Mills this year because I don't know why. But we're not going to know for a long time who would and should have been the choice, or if either of them should have been the choice.
Option C.
I'm with you. This is just unbelievable that you could have had a guy. There's a number of guys that are going to be starting from that 66th and 67th pick in the NFL for years to come, but you decided that you had to have a quarterback as opposed to the high draft pick that you're going to have next year where you could have taken a guy. These guys are obviously better than anybody that's coming out next year.
And a third-round pick on Davis Mills, when they do take a quarterback, which they should in the first round next year, we will all clown on them for wasting that third-round pick. It doesn't mean it's the wrong thing to do. You still have to do it, and we will clown on the Texans for what they did this last season. That has to happen. What you can't do is say, well, we don't want to have egg on our face, so we're not going to take a QB this year. We're just going to keep riding with Davis Mills. All it does is lengthen the process of fixing this thing.
That's a possibility, but you know what else is a possibility? They could screw that quarterback up early, and this could be an RG3 Kirk Cousins situation where that fourth rounder was actually better than the guy that they drafted early.
Could be.
So, it sucks.